Chelsea. Listen first a little bit.
Purple gem is in my arms, the curtains are drawn. But what about them? Aren't they your friends? Don't do them wrong. I heard your phone won't hold a charge, won't last too long. I'll twist and bend, but won't pretend this feeling's wrong. This feeling's wrong. Purple gem is in my bed. It's no one's fault. I'll twist and bend, but won't pretend this feeling's wrong. This feeling's wrong. This feeling's wrong. This feeling's wrong. Her name is Jen. She's in my bed. It's no one's fault. But what about them? Aren't they our friends? This feels wrong. This feeling's wrong. This feeling's wrong. This feeling's
It's 2 a.m. I hear the ring and my eyes open, heavy breathing when I pick up the phone. It's you again, you're slurring sweetly. You were hoping you could see if I was sleeping alone. And I said, please stop calling me. I can't give you what you need. I can't give you what you need, baby. Oh no, please stop calling me. I know what we used to be, but that don't mean a thing now, baby. Stop calling me. Now why you laughing at me, honey? I ain't trying to be funny. I'm just trying to be rude. You might be asking me for something. Tough love isn't what you wanted, but it's all I can do for you. And I said, please stop calling me. I can't give you what you need. I can't give you what you need, baby. Oh no, please stop calling me. I know what we used to use, but that don't mean a thing now, baby. Please stop calling me. I can't give you what you need. I can't give you what you need, about changing my mind.
Just don't.
There's no way we can't find a good reason we should read my. So keep your hands off of my landline, no.
Yeah.
So baby, next time you got bright ideas and box wines, you think about changing my mind. How about you just don't? There's no way we can't find a good reason we should read my. Keep your hands off of my landline, no. Stop calling me. I can't give you what you need. I can't give you what you need, baby. Oh no, please stop calling me. I know what we used to be. That don't mean a thing now, baby. Please stop calling me. I can't give you what you need. I can't give you what you need, baby. Please stop calling me. I know what we used to do. That don't mean a thing now, baby. Won't you please stop calling me? What's it gonna take, baby? What's it gonna take, baby? What's it gonna take, baby? Stop calling me.
Going back 10 pages square. The ghost of all my friends are there in the brick walls that held our dreams. The homeless punks playing cheap guitars, looking like they fell from Mars. Some found the lights, some ceased to breathe. San Pedro Square, you got the best of me. I got mugged near the laundry works. My face was bruised and hurt, but I ran back. I just had to see. A stranger paid to get me in. 18 in the lion's den. I heard the underground echo in the street. San Pedro Square, you got the best of me. San Pedro Square, you where I need to be. So come on, gonna chase the sound. So come on, where the freaks got down. So come on, if you lost or found. San Pedro Square, you got the best of me. San Pedro Square, you where I need to be. Going back San Pedro Square, the ghost of all my dreams are there in the brick walls, laying in the streets. San Pedro Square, you got the best of me. San Pedro Square, you where I need to be. San Pedro Square, you got the best of me. San Pedro Square, you where I need to be.
All right, good evening, folks, and welcome to the 13th Triangle Virtual Open Mic Night. I am John May, and welcome to Dwarf Star Studios, where I host this show from every Tuesday in lovely Carborough, North Carolina. Tonight we have got 7 acts, 3 new and 4 returning from all over the Triangle, North Carolina area. Their performances will be live, not pre-recorded, from each of their locations, and all to benefit a number of great causes, which you will see spots for throughout the show. You can find more information on these causes in the stream description to the bottom or the right of this broadcast, depending on if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook. Please give generously to them if you can, and even if you can't, they always appreciate folks helping spread the word about their causes. We are also continuing our featured artist segment of the show this evening, spotlighting Jesse James Deconto of the Pinkerton Raid. He just released a new video for his song, All the Protest Songs Are About You. He'll be playing a set, after which we'll sit down to talk about his music for a bit, and then he will perform a little bit more for us. A couple housekeeping notes as we begin, as usual. First off, if you see any problems with the sound or video, please let me know through the chat on the side of the window, and I will do what I can to fix it. Everybody is broadcasting from their own locations. We do a sound check the Sunday before the show to make sure everybody's sounding as best they can, but sometimes things do go wrong, so let me know if anything's going wrong, and I'll do the best that I can to fix it. Also, the performers obviously can't hear your applause from your living room, so instead you can use the chat in the streams to send them your love. Be sure to use that frequently and often. I will be putting chat messages up on the screen, and performers can see those messages and sometimes even respond to you. It's kind of neat, lets you have a little dialogue and feel like you're a little bit in the room with them at least. So if you're watching the video in full screen mode, you may want to take it out of full screen mode so you can see that chat and participate. And I really highly encourage that participation. Also to note that YouTube stream quality is considerably better than Facebook's. So you may want to consider switching over if you aren't watching on YouTube already. The video and the audio are both better. Finally, be sure to visit the musicians' websites and social media pages, which are also listed in the stream description. The stream description will have everything we're talking about tonight, the causes, the musicians, everything, the t-shirts I'm wearing, and that will carry over to the archives of these episodes that are on the triangleopenmic.com website, so you don't need to madly scribble things down while you watch. You can always refer back to that at any time. Some musicians have also included information on how to tip them as well, so please help them out if you can. All right, so without further ado, our first performer of the evening is Maleah Nelson. She played on our July 7th show and is back for an encore performance, so let's bring her up to the virtual stage. Hey, Maleah.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me. Glad to be back a second time. And I will be playing 3 more original songs today. With the first one, I have a special guest with me, my mom, and she'll be doing harmony for this first song. It's called Justice Served, and it's about white privilege and racial discrimination, so I hope you like it. Walking down the sidewalk, I see the fear in her eyes, not stopping to make small talk, I just walk on by. And now we're turning out a starlight. I take a glance off my phone, and as I'm looking out to my right, I see a man on the road, holding up a sign in his hands, knowing no one understands the pain he holds, the lonely roads that for years have been his home. Justice served, justice served. He's preserved. I'd say that's us today, but we got a lot to learn and a ways to go. An innocent black man with his hands in his coat, and up come the police, and jamming their knees to his throat, and holding it for 8.5 minutes. So knowing what they're doing's wrong, as people scream to the police that he can breathe under the second song is, it's called Doe River Gorge, and, oh wait, no, never mind, that's the last one. The second song is called Blackberry Bonanza, and it is about blackberries, as you can imagine, and it's nice and upbeat, and it goes like this. We're riding our bikes down a Weaverberry Street, both hungry cause we've had nothing to eat, and as we stumble across just a lonely stream, we see a blackberry bonanza, a million berries popping out, resilience from the driest drought, plump and juicy, super sweet, but there's only a few that the deer didn't eat. We've got itchy legs as we're walking through the tangled weeds, twisting up the view to the path ahead, but we push on through to arrive at a blackberry bonanza, a million berries popping out, resilience from the driest drought, plump and juicy, super sweet, but there's only a few that the deer didn't eat. And it's the smell after a summer rain, washing all my worries away. And it's the late nights staying up, sleeping till 9, only to wake up and find a million berries popping out, resilience from the driest drought, plump and juicy, super sweet, but there's only a few. Yes, there's only a few. I said there's only a few that the deer didn't eat. So I hope you like that. And this last song is called Doe River Gorge, and I wrote it 2 weeks ago about a camp that we went to, or a family camp. Normally it would be a summer camp, but for this year, because of COVID, it's a family camp, so we went there over the weekend. And there was this man, it was a Christian camp, and this man had this, or we went to the church service on Sunday, and they shared about this person who worked there, his testimony, and I just thought it was really inspiring, so I wrote a song about it. And so yeah, it's inspired by that, and it goes like this. Driving up to the Doe River Gorge, unbuckled, not knowing what's in store. Meet some friendly stuff along the way. Didn't know our stay would turn a different page. 7th year, nothing new, just our favorite camp. Swim the lake, ride canoes, chase the day away. Laugh and stay awake until the morning sun. Didn't know our stay would turn a different page. Hearts they change, your memories stay, and friends are made at the Doe River Lake. Beside my bed there's a Bible that's never been used. Never read it cause I've always been confused. Yeah, that's the way it's been, until for the first time the gospel finally made sense. All the baggage I carried seemed insignificant to the value and worth of knowing Christ. He bridged the gorge and he saved my life. 'Cause hearts they change, and memories stay, and friends are made at the Doe River Lake. And time flies, but the truth will remain that the foundation is built on Jesus' name. And I asked a lot of questions along the way. It didn't just take one day. Years flew by and nothing changed. We just kept coming back to the lake. God had a story that I didn't have in mind, the story of my life. just took a little time. 'Cause hearts they change and memories stay, and friends are made at the Doe River Lake. And time it flies, but the truth will remain that the foundation is built on Jesus' name. That the foundation is built on Jesus' name. So that was the last song. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for having me, and I hope you have a great rest of the show. Enjoying it.
All right. Thanks, Maleah. Maleah Nelson, folks. Beautiful stuff there. Once again, she played on our July 7th show as well. So you can go to triangleopenmic.com and check out that performance too. Always great stuff. You can also check out her YouTube page on that page as well. Next up, we have got a new performer this evening. Her name is Ari Haney, and let's bring her up to the stage. Hey, Ari.
Hello. I just wanted to say, Maleah, you were amazing. I don't know if you're still watching, but I just felt like I should say that. Yeah. So I'm 16. I'm from Durham, and I guess I'm gonna be playing some 3 songs, I think. So the first song I'll be playing is Shelter by Dorothy. Shiver by Lucy Rose. Sugar. The next song I think I'm gonna play for y'all is an original. It's called Please Don't Go. It looks like I'm only on 7 minutes right now, so I might play one more song if this one's not, long enough. This is Shallow by Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. Oh, do you need more? so blue. Are you tired trying to fill that hole? Only you know. Ain't it hard keeping it so hardcore? I'm falling. All the good times I found myself longing for change. And in the bad times I found myself. I'm on the deep end, watches I dive in. I never meet the ground. Crash to the surface where they can't hurt us. Far from the shallows now. In the shallow. In the shallow. In the shallow. Far from the shallow now. Alright, I only have 20 seconds left, so I just wanted to say thank you for watching, and yeah. Awesome.
All right, thanks, Ari. Ari Haney, folks. Really some beautiful stuff there. You can definitely check out her Instagram page. She does a lot of performances on there. She's always putting up new videos since COVID. She's been doing some stuff from her driveway, which is kind of cool. So definitely check that out. Next up, we have got a message from the National Independent Venue Association.
Hello, I'm Don Felder. You know, I got my start playing shows at small independent venues. These venues are now all closed, and without our help, they may never reopen. They need our help, our voices. It's urgent that these venues receive federal funding to hold them over until it's safe to reopen. Please go to saveourstages.com and with one click, tell Congress you support independent venues. Thank you so very much, and God bless.
Yeah, so the mission of the National Independent Venue Association is to preserve and nurture the ecosystem of independent live music venues and promoters throughout the United States. Please take the time to go to their website, which is saveourstages.com, and put your name on their message to Congress to help. They've got a web form there. All you got to do is fill it out, hit the send button, and add your name to the list to Congress, so that these stages are still around, and the promoters when we make it through the current situation. That would really help out. Before I continue, I just wanted to mention t-shirts. People that have watched the show before know my pitch about t-shirts. I love free t-shirts. And on the show, I wear t-shirts that people send me. So right now, first I was wearing my Dwarf Star shirt. Now I am wearing Michael Daughtry and the Drift. Michael Daughtry has been a repeat performer on our show here. He also does a great weekly show on Fridays on Facebook and Instagram. You should definitely check that out. If you would like to see me wear your shirt on air as well, you just need to send me a t-shirt size large and send me a private message for my address, and you too could see your shirt on the air. All right, after that pitch, next up we have got William Woltz and Angela DiPaolo. William performed on our June 23rd show, and this time he is joined by Angela on violin. So let's bring him up to the stage. Hey folks.
Hi, this is Will. It's good to be back. This is my second time here, and we do have reinforcements. This is Angela DiPaolo.
Hello.
And we are going to do one of my songs, one of her songs, and one that you'll probably recognize. So I hope you like it. Now the sun comes up, it's a brand new start for a world that's fixing to fall apart. Greed and lust and oil seduction, these are your weapons of mass destruction. Thought I had me a little bit of faith, but great God Almighty, I don't feel safe from the losers on the left and the ravers on the right. It's a short day's journey in the night. What if I could drink up the pain, wash the world with a bucket of rain? take a deep breath, start over again. Would it work out somehow? What if I could erase the past, set the stage with a whole new cast, reconsider everything I've done too fast? Well, it don't much matter now. No, it don't much matter now. Well, now here I am, I'm on my own again. Been thinking of a lover and a long-lost friend, wondering about the way that it might have been if I hadn't been so self-centered. We had love that was wild and free and crazy and beautiful as it could be. Thought we were solid like an old oak tree, but one day the damn thing splintered. What if I could undo what's done? Lighten up, try to have a little bit of fun. Learn to walk when I really want to run. Would it work out somehow? What if I could erase the past, set the stage with a whole new cast, reconsider everything I left for last? It don't much matter now. No, it don't much matter now. Darkness falls all across the land, and truth lies bleeding at the hands of man. But you know what's right, and so you take a stand. Yeah, you put up your resistance. They're gonna seal the borders and arm the coast, and you can't love your neighbor 'cause she might be a host. Now when we all need each other the most, they say, buddy, keep your distance. What if I could erase the pain, wash the world with a bucket of rain, take a deep breath, start over again? Would it work out somehow? What if I could erase the past, set the stage with a whole new cast, reconsider everything I left for last? It don't much matter now. Yeah, what if I could undo what's done? Lighten up, try to have a little bit of fun. Learn to walk when my brain screams run. Would it work out somehow? What if I could erase the past, set the stage with a whole new cast, reconsider everything I've done too fast? Well, it don't much matter now. 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 Yay. Thank you very much. I think before we do that again, I'm going to add some more words to that song. There aren't enough words in that song,
It's a lot
are
of
there?
words.
There are a lot of words.
I don't think you could fit them all in.
I didn't.
This is one of mine that we're going to do. It's called Cold Day. It's a cold, cold day. I'm waiting for the sun. The clouds are covering my eyes. The covers keep the cold outside. Just can't seem to get you off my mind. Been a long, long time since I seen your face. It all seems just like yesterday when we laughed and drank our blues away. Our love was strong and not too long. Tomorrow meant forever, come what may. You left me here with this broken heart. My life and my world just fell apart. Can't find myself in the pieces on the floor. You left me here with my life undone. The promise of the stars, the moon and the sun. Don't think my heart can take it anymore. So you're long gone now, and I'm missing you somehow. It all seems like a dream to me when you said your love was your destiny. Our love was strong and not too long. Tomorrow meant you were never gonna leave. You left me here with sun. Don't think my heart can take it anymore. I don't think my heart can take it anymore. Left me here with this broken heart. My life and my world just fell apart. Can't find myself in the pieces on the floor. Left me here with my life undone. The promise of the stars, the moon and the sun. Don't think my heart can take it anymore. No, I don't think my heart can take it anymore.
Thank you.
All right, we got one more. We're gonna do double guitar.
This is one of our greatest hits. We hope you like it.
2, 3, 4. We'll come a little bit closer. Hear what I have to say. Just like children sleeping, we could dream this night away. But there's a full moon rising. Let's go dancing in the night. We know where the music's playing. Let's go out and feel the night. Because I'm still in love with you. I wanna see you dance again. Because I'm still in love with you. On this harvest moon. And when we were strangers, I watched you from afar. And when we were lovers, I loved you with all my heart. But now it's getting late, and the moon is climbing high. I wanna celebrate, see it shining in your eyes. Because I'm still in love with you. I wanna see you dance again. Because I'm still in love with you. On this harvest moon. this moon.
Angela DiPaolo, I'm William Woltz. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It was fun.
All right, thanks, folks. William Woltz and Angela DiPaolo. Sorry I mauled your name, Angela, the first time out there. Great stuff, and I'm also sorry I pigeonholed you to violin. So I can't believe we have made it to the 13th show without having a mandolin until now as well. So that's pretty cool. Great stuff. Next up, we have got our featured artist for this evening. He's a new act on the show, certainly not a new act on the scene. Jesse James Deconto of the Pinkerton Raid. He just released a new video for his song, All the Protest Songs Are About You, which you can find on his Instagram and Facebook pages. He'll be playing a couple songs for you here, I think 4 songs, and then we're going to break for a little bit of an interview about what he does, and he'll play a little more for you after. So let's bring him up. Hey, Jesse.
Hey, John. How you doing? Hey, everybody. Thanks for having me. Thanks for listening. I'm going to play the newest single we've put out, my band, the Pinkerton Raid. This one's called Dream the Sun. We put it out just at the end of March, just when everybody's lives was changing from COVID. And it's a hopeful song, I think. So hope you enjoy it.
You were born in winter, with months of Sundays left, and how far could new eyes see to dream the light in icy fall? Beware the Ides of February. Stinging fingers cling through spring. The baby knows no cold. Her mother's arms, a fever dream, dream brighter, dream brighter, dream the sun before it rises. Dream the sun will rise, it'll rise. You sing our sweetest dreams, yous and us for all our songs. It's time to sing your own. It's time to dream your own. Dream brighter, dream brighter, dream the sun before it rises. Dream the sun will rise, it'll rise. Rise, rise. You set places for everyone, no celebration left undone. You made the plans, call forth the crowd now. Sip your wine in quiet love. Dream quieter, dream quieter, dream the sun before it rises. Dream the sun will rise.
gonna play you another one. This one's called Home. I think it's a really common experience here in the Triangle of North Carolina to have good friends who come and go, pass through this place, and then move somewhere else. This is a song about one of my best friends in the world, moving across the country and always promising to come back, but never quite coming back. We went south to the old North State. Friend, you didn't stay long. A seabird, you were sailing free. Puget Sound's a siren song. Back east, friend, we were making home. Home where they love you. Home where they hurt you. Home where your heart stops. Oh, so many times you've talked of home, coming back, of settling down. It's a job, it's a girl, it's the ghost of a girl. If it's not one thing, it's another. So I've stopped believing that you're coming home. Home where they love you. Home where they hurt you. Home where your heart stops. We're here when you're ready. It's now or it's ever. And my friend, if it's never, maybe you're already home. Home where they love you. Home where they hurt you. Home where your heart stops. Home. Keep the Neil Young train running here. That was a really nice cover y'all did. Man, look at my life, I'm a lot like you were. Oh man, look at my life, I'm a lot like you were. Oh man, look at my life. 24 and there's so much more. Live alone in a paradise. It makes me think of two. Love lost such a cause. And the things that don't get lost, like a coin tell that it's true. Lullabies look in your eyes, run around the same old town. Doesn't mean that much to me, to mean that much to you. I've been first and I've been last. Look at how the time goes past. I'm all alone at last, rolling home to you. Oh man, take a look at my life. I'm alive like you. I need someone to love me the whole day through. One look in my eyes, you can tell that it's true. Oh man, look at my life, I'm alive like you were. Oh man, look at my life, I'm alive like you were. All right. On that note, yeah, you know, a lot of my favorite music is really my parents' music, or music that came from their generation, including that one and a lot of Neil Young. So I'm gonna play you this new song. I just made a video for it. It's up on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. It's called "All the Protest Songs Are About You." Bobby sang to the mothers and fathers and their wisdom they just can't understand. Here we are again, changing times, criticized, spreading lies, anything but lend your hand. Them Buffalo boys, they rang out a warning. Quit resisting your children, they're speaking their minds. Their voices are bells, echo loud, holy choir, don't provoke babies that you love. You wake up, 50 years gone by, and all the protest songs are about you. Our mothers cried, the dreamers died. You thought the fight was about you. Yeah, singing with Neil about Nixon soldiers. You got nothing to say about Sandra Bland at St. John's Revival. Raise your hands, make a fist, punching down. Anointed the fortunate ones. You wake up, 50 years gone by, and all the protest songs are about you. Our mothers cried, the dreamers died. You thought the fight was about you. You wake up, 50 years gone by, and all the protest songs immortal souls, dreamers' blood in the soil is the seed that will reconcile the earth. You wake up 50 years gone by, and all the protest songs are about you. Our mothers cried, dreamers died, and you thought the fight was about you. You wake up 50 years gone by, and all the protest songs are about you. Our mothers cried, the dreamers died. You're just a flower child left holding a vine. Bobby sang to the mothers and fathers and their wisdom. They just can't understand. Well, thanks everybody. Thanks for listening. There you are, John.
All right. Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. Never know when to interrupt people. You know, you got to let it kind of settle in a little bit
let it ring out.
before just jumping in. Yeah, hey, how you doing? But great stuff. Wow.
Thanks, Steve.
Yeah. Really excellent. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about you. You know, for people that might be seeing you the first time, or people that might be seeing you for the 50th time. And are curious. So let's start with the obligatory questions. So how and when did you start playing music? What got you into it? What's your kind of history as far as all that goes?
It's very much rooted in my family. My dad, that's how he supported us when I was a kid. He toured up and down the East Coast. We're from New England. I think you are too, maybe. So I grew up in New Hampshire. I was a young kid in Massachusetts, the Merrimack Valley, Lowell, Lawrence, Massachusetts, and then grew up most of my life in New Hampshire. I was a late teenager, probably. I started playing bass with my dad. My younger brother had gotten into guitar, and so that's something we did together for a long time. And even the Pinkerton Raid has, I'd say, for most of its existence, had one or two of my siblings in it. It doesn't happen to right now, although I don't even know what it means to have a band right now. So it's
that's pretty
music
cool.
Music is in my family. Yeah,
That's great.
Yeah. So that's how it started.
Awesome. And were you so you're mostly playing with them? Were you in any other bands, growing up or anything like that? Or?
No, I guess when I was away at college, I did nothing serious, but I would play bass with people. That's all I played. I didn't really start learning guitar till my late 20s, maybe.
Okay, cool.
So,
cool. Well, you're obviously a songwriter, definitely.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, and that's pretty cool. Yeah, I've been noticing that, your music has a certain, historical continuity to it for, I don't know what the best words to say, it's like traditional yet contemporary, familiar yet new. I kind of feel like you're kind of continuing on, like the Neil Young song, it just slotted right in there with the rest of your stuff. It just kind of made sense, and I feel like you're kind of picking up the ball and running with it and taking it a little farther. That's pretty cool. And it seems like to that end, I know a lot of what's been going on socially in the country as of late seems to be informing your music a bunch, as far as I've seen. I know you've had a lot of, you have a lot of long posts, I don't know if that's the best word, but in-depth posts on Facebook and stuff, which are very much worth reading. I highly recommend everybody read them. And very analytical of what's going on, and it's kind of neat. It gives you a little more background into obviously what informs your music. So other than Neil Young, who would you say are some of your other musical influences?
I think it starts with the Beatles for sure, and it's cliche to say it, but
it all starts with the Beatles.
Yeah. And then Fleetwood Mac is a big one. Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young, of course. And then, moving on, like later time, I'd say like REM through the 90s and 80s and 90s.
Cool. I hear that.
And a lot of the stuff I listen to, I seem to kind of get, other than the like 60s and 70s stuff, I kind of got stuck in the like the aughts. So like I'm really into the National and Fleet Foxes, some of that indie rock and indie folk stuff from that era.
Cool. Yeah.
It's an era now. It just seems, I thought it was just my life, but now it's an era.
For being somewhere, from someone from up north, you have a lot of, here like the Austin sound in there too, definitely. So kind of running the gamut of
I think it came from probably being down here. Yeah, I mean, I've been here now 15 years, and this was like one of the centers of alt country, right, in the 90s and early 2000s. So
sure.
It still is, I guess, in some ways, but genres have fragmented so much that everybody's kind of doing what they want to do,
Right, most definitely, and that's a good thing. That's definitely a good thing. That's definitely a good thing. Yeah. So, let's see how this is a common question. How has COVID affected you as a musician? How has being locked up inside affected you? Have you started playing out anywhere again, or?
No, I guess I'm like kind of flirting with the idea, and like thinking about how to do it safely. So I've got a couple things on the books that are like outdoor backyard neighborhood kind of things where there's plenty of room for people to spread out, and we'll keep the numbers small, so to make sure that happens. And but I saw there are people doing that, and I saw a video today, I think it was today, of some musician who had to like almost raise his voice at this woman who was coming too close to make a request, and she didn't like the way he was like telling her to back off, so it kind of got ugly. And that's the problem, like if you try to go out and do things with a certain idea that this is how we're going to do it safely, one person can ruin it,
Right. Yeah. You don't want to offend the fans either.
No, right. I mean, it's an impossible spot. He's
I love you, but back off. Right?
Yeah. He's looking at the rest of the crowd like, help me out here. Like, I'm not the bad guy here, But,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I've seen people running the gamut of what they're willing to do already. Some of it a little shocking. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So to that note, what else do you have coming up over the next few months? Do you have things in the works, or?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we recorded 80% of a new album, and by that I mean all the songs, but 80% of the way tracked, dubbed, and at this point now. Maybe a quarter of them are mixed, for a new record that we plan to start releasing as singles. We did that one, the first song I played, we did that in March, and we were gonna, continuously release them up through like next spring to release the whole album. So basically, I'm just kind of taking this time where there's no rush. I don't totally understand who I am as a musician if I'm not looking forward to outdoor gigs and like playing festivals. And it's like, that's sort of how I defined my work.
That's why you're doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, even like putting out new music, it was like, it's always time to touring and anchor kind of gigs. And so now it feels like we're not going to be able to wait for that to all resolve itself, because it may be like 2022 before we actually have real gigs again, with any consistency. But I'm not in a rush, so it's like as long as we can have the time to build good video content and really give our best shot at launching each single, then that's kind of what we're going to do. And if it's only every 2 or 3 months we put something out over the next year or so, that'll be how it is. It's just it gives us a little pause to just say, okay, let's totally do exactly what we want to do and not feel any pressure of time.
Sure. Yeah, so. I guess it's kind of weird. It's like the album used to kind of be the snapshot of everything else you're doing, and now the album and the produced music is kind of turning into the performance in a way at this point. With the lack of actual performance venues and that kind of stuff. So
well, it's like you have to do as many different avenues online as people want to consume, which is just a lot. It's a lot of different ways to reach people. This is one of them, live streaming. It's really important because people, I think, crave some kind of interaction, even if it's mediated in this way. It's not maybe the perfect thing, but it's better than nothing.
Sure. Yeah, certainly. Let's see. I did want to ask you, I know you do Songs for Humans sing-along, and I'm curious to know a little bit about that and tell our listeners about that a bit.
Yeah. And I think it kind of comes out of that love I have for those like classic pop folk hits, the radio stuff, the like golden era. They call it mellow gold now on Spotify. It's but
makes you feel old in a way.
Yeah, I guess maybe. I mean, it's definitely, I wasn't alive then, but it's but still, it's the music my mom played on the radio when I was growing up, so it's kind of got into me. And a lot of those songs, they sort of like define what it means to write a good song, a song that's going to stand up to just somebody playing an acoustic guitar and singing along,
Sure, yeah.
And doesn't have to be a big arrangement or doesn't have to be performance art or produced. It's just a song, And so I think Songs for Humans has been a place where we can really experience those kind of songs because people naturally, because of their long life history with the songs, they sing them. They sing along in the car. Maybe they sing them in the shower. We just get people together and sing them. And, it's usually been me and Scott McFarlane, the drummer in the Pinkerton Raid, who lead it. I'll just lead on an acoustic guitar. He'll add some light percussion and sometimes just bring his trumpet and just play along. It's very improvisational. And we started that in 2015, about February 2015.
Okay.
We did it for about 5 years. It would roughly be like once a month or maybe every 2 months. And we had actually sort of backed off on the pace of it. We were looking this year at doing it like once every 3 or 4 months, but now we can't even do that. It's like, and nobody that I'm aware of has figured out a way for people to really make music together this way, where there's not a lot of lag and everything. So it doesn't really feel possible, although I do try to play those songs as covers, and I know there are people who used to sing would come to those events and hopefully will again when we can do them. And I kind of like to think that they're singing along wherever they are, but who knows?
Yeah,
you have to invent things when all you hear is yourself.
Right, exactly. I've always wondered, should we dub in an applause track here or something? But I'm sure there will be plenty of demand for it. Once we can do that stuff again. So, all right. Well, I won't talk your off too much more. I want to give you a chance to play some more before we're done here. Is there anything else you want to mention before the second set? Or?
I just love for people to follow us on the social media and the Spotify. Go to our website and sign up for emails. I'm trying to pay attention to what's going on in the world and hopefully providing some content that brings people together and people where people find solidarity and belonging. So, if you can find ways to keep in touch with us, we'll do the same. So, use those avenues.
Great. Yeah, that's great. All right. Well, let's let you play some more here. So thanks for talking. All right.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for asking questions. So I along those lines, I'll play a song called Thin Places that was kind of inspired during those sing-alongs. Thin Places. State with death, my friends, and fire from below. It started green, but it turned to red, ripe and rotted from long ago. burning long to fuel our lives, though the smoke it fills our lungs. The air is thin, it's too thin to breathe. Can we put that fire out? Meet me in the thin places where the air and the fire collide. Meet me in the thin places where the wildest spirits fly. The wildest spirits fly. Well, your skin, it's dark like armor. No sticks or stones can break. Your body language bears the scars of the punches you did take. Your skin, it's thin beneath the callous thoughts can move. I need to bear my own thin skin to feel like you do, feel like you do. Meet me in the thin places where the skin and the fire collide. Meet me in the thin places where the wildest spirits fly. Wildest spirits fly. Where the water's thick with oil and blood to soil the native land. It's people drinking, choking, drowning on this rock. Today they stand. The water's thin, the poison spreads to poison every drop. The water makes us, water makes us. Can we turn that poison off? Meet me in the thin places where the air and the fire collide. Meet me in the thin places where the wildest spirits fly. Meet me in the thin places where the water and the fire collide. Meet me in the thin places where the wildest spirits fly. Wildest spirits fly. That's called Thin Places. How we doing, John? I got time for one more.
Yeah, go for one more. Sounds
Okay.
good. Yeah.
I think I'll play another cover. This is it happens to be Cat Stevens' birthday today, July 21st. Now he goes by Yusuf Islam, but one of my favorite songwriters from the 60s and 70s.
If you wanna sing out, sing out. And if you wanna be free, be free. 'Cause there's a million things to be, you know that there are. And if you wanna live high, live high. And if you wanna live low, live low. 'Cause there's a million ways to go, you know that there are. Do what you want, the opportunity's on.
find a new way, you can do it today. You can make it untrue, you can make it undo. You see, it's easy. You only need to know. Well, if you wanna say yes, say yes. And if you wanna say no, say no. 'Cause there's a million ways to go. You know that there are. And if you wanna be me, be me. And if you wanna be you, be you. There's a million things to do. You know that there are. You can do what you want. The opportunity's on. And if you find a new way, you can do it today. You can make it all true. You can make it undo. You see, it's easy. You only need to know. And if you wanna sing out, sing out. And if you wanna be free, be free. 'Cause there's a million things to do. You know that there are. It's Cat Stevens. If you want to sing out, sing out. I'm happy. I got a couple more if you want me to play them, but I know it's getting nearer past my time, so.
Yeah, I do think we need to move on to the next one. I'm sorry.
Cool. Yeah,
would
sounds good.
love to
Thanks
have
for
you
having
play
me.
some more. We'd love to have you back too. So
Yeah, sure. Glad to do it. Yeah.
so-
I'll just tell everybody. I play Durham from the Heart on August 11th, and then WCHL on August 18th. So if you sign up for our socials and stuff, I'll let you know about it. But those are coming up. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks.
Well, thanks, Jesse.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for having me.
All right. Have a good night. All right, folks. Jesse James Deconto from the Pinkerton Raid. Definitely check out his new video today for his song, All the Protest Songs Are About You. You can find that on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all that good stuff. Those links are all available in the stream notes. Jesse also requested that for one of our causes this evening, we spotlight the Ida B. Wells Society for Investigative Reporting. I did have a video about Ida B. Wells, but we are running a little behind, so we got to move on to our next performer. I will post that video link in the stream description, but I will let you know that the Ida B. Wells Society for Investigative Reporting is a news trade organization with a mission of increasing the ranks, retention, and profile of reporters and editors of color in the field of investigative reporting. Gifts to their society support low-cost training and professional development opportunities, as well as year-long intensive fellowships to learn in-depth investigative reporting techniques for accomplished journalists. So please do check that out and donate that to them if you can. That would be great. Once again, thank you very much to our featured performer this evening, Jesse James Deconto. Hopefully we will have him back again. And let's move on. Our next performer this evening is a new performer. His name is John Oakes, and let's bring him up to the stage. Hey, John.
Hey, how's it going, John? Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. It's so good to be with y'all tonight. I'm here from Raleigh, North Carolina. I've been watching these open mics and seeing all the talent on those past shows, and tonight, a lot of talent out there. I play songs, write songs, and sing songs. So do a couple covers and an original tonight. So this first song is a Blind Faith song from 1969. Maybe you'll know it. your throne, leave your body alone. Somebody must change. You are the reason I've been waiting all these years. Somebody holds the key. Now I'm at the end, and I just ain't got the time. No, and I'm wasted, and I can't find my way home. Come down on your own, leave your body alone. Somebody must change. I said you are the reason I've been waiting all these years. Somebody holds the key. Now I'm near the end, and I just ain't got time. And I'm wasted, can't find my way home. No, I can't find my way home. All right. Does anybody know who sang lead on that song in 1969? Mr. Steve Winwood. Eric Clapton also played on that track. All right, so I do write songs. This is going to be the first time that I've played this tune. I've been working on it for a while, but it's called The Other Side, and it's a sad, sad, sad song about lost love and heartbreak and all those things. And so I'm going to play it for you to bring the mood up, you know, because we all need that in these times. I want to dedicate this to O'Hara, and I want to dedicate this to Echo. They know who they are. O'Hara's battling arthritis, and Echo's going to have some dental work done. So this song goes out to them. It's been 37 days. Feels like 99 since you walked out the front door, left it all behind. Sitting with your ghost, what's left of my pride, hoping someday you'll come back the other side. 'Cause the sky ain't always bluer, love ain't always truer. Can't you see this, honey? Are you just blind? Ain't like you care, and I ain't going anywhere. Tell me, is the grass greener the other side? Well, I hope the sun is shining on you. I heard you moved to California. Send me a postcard if you can find the time. But hell, you don't care, and I ain't going anywhere. Just remember, it still rains on the other side. The sky ain't always blue. Love ain't always true. Can't you see this? Are you just mine? Tried to make you stay, but it don't matter anyway. Tell me, is your grass and green the other side? Well, I tried to make you stay. It don't matter anyway. Tell me, is your grass any greener on the other side? Tried to make you stay. It don't matter anyway. Tell me, is your grass any greener on the other side? All right. Well, now that we're all crying, thank y'all for listening. I got one more. Hopefully this will be a little bit happier song. Hey, does anybody have any like coronavirus lockdown hobbies that you guys have been doing? Like, I hear like people cooking bread, baking bread. I guess you don't cook bread. I don't know. See, I might need to do that. All right. This song is from the 80s. It's from one of my favorite bands, one of my favorite singer-songwriters, Mr. Colin Hay. If you haven't listened to Colin, go check him out. If you know this, sing along. Traveling in a fried-out combi on a hippie trail made full of zombies. I met a strange lady, she made me nervous. She took me in and she gave me breakfast. Come from a land down under, women glow, men plunder. Can't you hear that thunder? You better run, you better take cover. Buying bread from a man in Brussels. He's 6'4", full of muscle. I said to the man, do you speak my language? He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. He said, I come from a land down under. Where women glow, men plunder, yeah. Can't you hear that thunder? Yeah, better run, you gotta take cover. Lying in a den in Bombay with a slack jaw, not much to say. I said to the man, are you trying to tempt me? 'Cause I come from the land of plenty. Hey, you come from a land down under. Women glow and shunder. Can't you hear that thunder? Can't you hear that thunder? You better run, run. You better take cover. You better run. Better take cover. You better run. Take cover. Yeah, we come from a land down under. Come from a land down under. We come from a land down under. Come from a land down under. You better run. You better take cover. That's my time. Thank you, John. Support all the causes on here, and hopefully we can all get together and play our tunes and meet each other one day. Peace. Be kind.
All right, John Oakes, folks. Thanks for coming out, John. That was a great Down Under rendition. I don't know if I've ever heard it played on an acoustic guitar like that. That was awesome. Yeah. Hopefully we can all meet each other sometime. That would be awesome. Let's see, next t-shirt, just to mention it. This is Alice Osborne's t-shirt. She has performed on our show a number of times. I highly recommend checking her stuff out. If you want to see your t-shirt on my torso, send me a large t-shirt, contact me behind the scenes, direct message. I'll give you my address and it'll be on a future show. All right, let's bring up our next performer. It is Brianna Ivette. She is a returning performer. She played on our June 9th show. It was a great set, and she's back for more. Hey, Brianna.
Hi, thanks for having me again. My name is Brianna Ivette, and the first song that I'll be performing is called X by Deconto. We went from 2 a.m. calls to 0 communication. Yeah, we spent so long in heaven that we felt the elevation. Just 'cause it's different, we're not the same. Does anything have to change? I got no trouble with my pride. Got trouble cutting ties. I don't wanna be your ex. Well, we're too good at being friends. Can we still hang out on the low? Get wild. I don't wanna be hit your girl up with a text. When you're alone and feeling stressed. I don't gotta be in love with you to love you. I don't wanna be, so don't treat me like your ex. Your ex. I don't wanna be your ex. So let's skip the awkward run-ins or pretend like we're strangers and get back to how we started. trouble with my pride, got trouble cutting ties. I don't wanna be an ex. We're way too good at being friends. Can we still hang out on the low, get well? I don't wanna be it. Hit your gut with a text when you're alone and feeling stressed. I don't gotta be in love with you to love you. I don't wanna be it, so don't treat me like your ex. Your ex. I don't wanna be your ex. So don't act like I don't care for you, 'cause you know I'll always be there for you. Oh, don't act like I don't care for you, 'cause you know I'll always be there for you. I don't wanna be your ex. We're way too good at being friends. Can we still hang out on the low, get wild? I don't wanna be you. I don't wanna be you. Friends, can we still hang out on the low, get wild? Hit your girl up with a text when you're alone and feeling stressed. I don't gotta be in love with you to love you, love you. I don't wanna be you, so don't treat me like your ex.
That's my first song. The next song I'll be performing is How Do You Sleep by Sam Smith. Just a second.
I'm done hating myself for feeling. I'm done crying myself awake. Lord knows it's time to leave and start the healing. But when you move like that, I just wanna say, look what I've become. Dialing out the numbers on you. I don't want my heart to break. Look what I've done. Dialing out the numbers on you. I
by Ella May and Maleah. And if you would like to follow me on any social media accounts, it's at Brianna CW, DOUBLEU. That's my name on all my accounts, and I will send it over so that you can have it after this video as well. This is my last song.
Did, yeah, I know, and I wanna talk about it, and I know you don't. I've been holding guard for so long, I don't know where to start. Tell me when you hide, where do you go? Tell me, is she nice, does she know I know? Tell me why you lied, tell me why. I don't know what you are, what you did. Yeah, you know I love you, but I can't forgive it. You could tell me stay, but I have to go. 'Cause I would not expect someone to stay around if I let them down. It's funny how, right when I let my guard down, you play around. No, not this time, we can't hash it out. It's too late for me to say I wish all the things you say was what your behavior displayed. And no, I could have done without the lies and all the random love is blind. This just don't feel right. Ain't no more me, ain't no more you, no we. Tell me stay, but I have to go. 'Cause I will not expect someone to stay around if I let them down. Then you become the reason I'm so down. And I won't excuse you, I don't wanna go. And did you you've been the reason I'm so lost. And you tell me to stay here, but you know that I won't. 'Cause I still can't believe what you did. Yeah, you know I love you, but I can't forgive it. Tell me stay, but I have to go. 'Cause I don't someone to stay around if I let them down. What you did.
Right, and that's my last song. Thanks everybody for watching. Again, my social media accounts are Brianna Ivette or at Brianna CW. And thanks so much. This has been fun.
All right. Thanks, Brianna. Brianna Ivette, folks, she was a returning performer. She also played on our June 9th show. You can go to triangleopenmic.com to see all the past shows, including that one, to see 3 more tunes that she sang. All of her social media links are listed in the stream notes, so check that out as well. Thank you again, Brianna, for coming out. My final shirt of the evening is the classic 2112 shirt. You can't get these anymore. 2112 is a drum shop in Raleigh. If you are from the Triangle area or North Carolina or the East Coast or really anywhere on planet Earth and you haven't been to 2112 and you are a drummer, you need to check them out immediately. They are an awesome drum shop. I highly recommend them. All right. Our final act of the evening is Jason Bales. He is another returning performer. He played on our April 28th show. He also played a curated show with his band The Yard Arm and 2 other bands that we had done a little bit back. You can find that on the Dwarf Star Studios YouTube page as well. Check that out. Let's bring him up to the stage. Hey, Jason, great to have you back.
Hey, John, good to be here. Thank you for having me. I'm going to start with a Yardarm song, and I'm wearing my shirt too. I wear my own shirts because that's how I roll. All right, this is one off of our first EP. It's called We've Arrived. One of these mornings we'll wake up and find we've arrived. We'll look around us and see the hard times behind. Shower head washes away the feelings of dread. We'll sleep at night without tossing and turning in bed. One of these mornings we'll wake up and find we've arrived. One of these mornings we'll wake up and find we've arrived. Pounding the pavement, sitting alone in your room. Used to rise early, now you're sleeping past noon. Out on a limb, prospects keep falling through. Feeling invisible, everyone's looking past you. One of these mornings we'll wake up and find we've arrived. One of these mornings we'll wake up and find we've arrived. These mornings wake up and find we've arrived. Yeah, one of these mornings wake up and find we've arrived. Sitting alone, waiting for someone to call. Great expectations slowly beginning to fall. Struck out again, everyone says to come home. Struck out again, but at least we struck out on our own. One of these mornings we'll wake up and find we've arrived. Yeah, one of these mornings we'll wake up and find we've arrived. One of these mornings wake up and find we've arrived. One of these mornings wake up, find we've arrived. All right, I'm going to take these headphones off. They're just uncomfortable and they're not doing anything for me. All right, the next couple of songs I'm going to play are ones that I wrote very recently. This first one is called Richmond 1925, and it kind of combines a few different elements into a sort of protest song. So it begins with the legend of the Richmond vampire, which is that in 1925 there was a tunnel being built under a neighborhood in Richmond that collapsed, and there is a man who is seen walking away from it and seen going towards a cemetery. And the legend is that he lives in the cemetery and became a vampire. There's also a reference to an old Carter family song called Engine 143, where the engineer says he is proud to die for the engine he loves, 143. And so this song is really about the idea of should you be willing to put your life on the line for your employer? As a public school teacher, I kind of question that.
Richmond, PA, 1925. Tunnel collapsed, but he walked out alive. Fled towards James, hid in a grave. Railroad said sorry, he could not be saved. Ain't no employers dying for me. Ain't going down like Engine 143. Baby, if this train buries me down, coming back like a vampire to haunt this old town. Mama said, son, why do you roam? Building those tunnels, your family at home. Lungs turning black, smoke in your face. Die in your tunnels, you just get replaced. Ain't no employers dying for me. Ain't going down like Engine 143. Baby, if this train buries me down, coming back like a vampire to haunt this old town. Ooh, and that tunnel came down. Ooh, and that tunnel came down. No survivors were found, they're just bodies in the ground. Put on your boots, life on the line. Stick out your neck for the boss man's dime. Suck out your blood, drain out your life. Orphan your children and widow your wife. Ain't no employers dying for me. Ain't going down like Engine 143. Baby, if this train buries me down, come back like a vampire to haunt this old town. Ooh, that tunnel came down. Ooh, that tunnel came down. No survivors were found. They're just bodies on the ground. Richmond, PA, 1925. Tunnel collapsed. Did he walk out alive? Mausoleum door fell off its hinge. Headed back to Richmond to take his revenge.
All right. Have to resist the temptation to go super country on that last part. Take his revenge. I'm going down to Chattahoochee or something. All right, this is the last one. I'm going to thank John May for putting this on every week. This is another new one called Watching the Pines. Thank you to those of you that have stuck with us till the bitter end here.
Watching the river flow, just trying to let go. Anger every day, never seems watching the pine trees as they bend in the breeze, tossed by hurricanes, but those pines still remain. Hello, my old friend. Sad to see the shape you're in, twisted up inside with no place left to hide. Helpless, can't be safe. Take that anger to the grave. Watching the river flow, watch it bend and let go.
All right. Thank you for tuning in. All the social links and things are in the event description. Thanks, John, so much. Have a great night.
All right. Thanks, Jason. Jason Bales, folks, returning performer on our show, as I mentioned. He played on the April 28th show, also on the curated show. I highly recommend checking that one out. It's pretty cool stuff. As he also mentioned, all of his links are in the stream notes. I really enjoy Jason's stuff. It always kind of makes me feel pretty centered. It's great stuff. So that's our show for this evening. I really want to thank all of the musicians and bands. 15 minutes is really just a taste of each of these musicians. Please check out all of their websites, their social media pages, Spotify, Bandcamp, etc. And really, please support your local music scene. These folks spend a lot of time getting these performances ready for y'all, and I just appreciate it all so much. It is always a great show. Our performers tonight were Maleah Nelson, Ari Haney, William Woltz and Angela DiPaolo, Jesse James Deconto from the Pinkerton Raid, John Oakes, Brianna Ivette, and Jason Bales. Also, please give to the causes mentioned tonight, the National Independent Venue Association, as well as the Ida B. Wells Society for Investigative Reporting. Did you miss any of the show? Do you want to be informed about future events? Do you want to perform on a future show? Do you want to submit a video to have played on a future show? Visit triangleopenmic.com for all that you need to know about the show. Find all those archives, listen to the past stuff. There is a whole lot of stuff there now to be listened to, a whole lot of musicians in your area. area to check out. No excuse not to know about your local music scene. The next open mic will be next Tuesday, as usual, from 8 to 10 p.m. Our featured artist will be Landon Gray in support of his new album release. Once again, I am John May from Dwarf Star Studios. I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. Please keep telling your friends about this show. Let's grow the audience. Let's keep this going. It's going to keep going as long as we have musicians and audience to show up, and that just seems to keep happening. So this is really great. Thanks for coming out tonight. Hope to see you all soon, maybe in real life, and stay strong.
Trying to think of a time to complete the unwind. Trying to sneak, but I notice you here. Never mind, leave me alone. Calm and serene is your smile, but sooner or later you'll rise up, slide sweet, slow, sliver sidewinder. Lay low with a sidewinder. No, let me go. Beautiful words like a butterfly dream take their flight away until tomorrow. Too bad I heard what my insides were screaming tonight. Leave me alone, don't come around. Shake off that skin that surrounds you and leave it right here where I found you. And slide sweet, slow, sliver sidewinder. Lay low with a sidewinder. Slide sweet, slow, sliver sidewinder. I said, hey, Mr. Barman, don't you water my whiskey down? I said, hey, Mr. Barman, don't you water my whiskey down? I want a bit so far gone, you gotta scrap me right off of the ground. Now I've been here not drinking, man, I hard to feel a thing. I've been here not drinking, man, I hard to feel a thing. My mojito's got no mojo, my snake bite got no sting.
with the ground.